Hello, my name is Mike Pfaff, and this is my YouTube channel, Living in the Illusion. Now, we are starting out today with this topic, and I'll read it off my paper because it all didn't fit up here. Amazing hidden architect. How subconscious constructs your world. How subconscious constructs your world without you being aware of it. This is an illusion within the egoic world. Now, I blocked off a model that we're going to be using, and again, we'll step through it a little bit at a time because this might be problematic to a lot of people, because I am going to take a step forward against the egoic belief system. And since many of you are programmed in that system and believe it, you might take it as a personal attack. It's not. But the only way I can make it clear is to attack the egoic belief system. So let's see what happens. I'm not sure, and I'm not sure how long this is going to take. Before we get started, just to let you know, I'm having a little sunshine tea here. One of my favorite teas here in southern Michigan right now. It is quite warm, up into the 80s, up into the 80s. And you put the sunshine tea out, you just put water, filter water, and I use peppermint and green tea, 2 bags of both, put it in, put it out in the sunshine, and see what happens. Now, on with our discussion for today. We're going to unblock part of this. And so right here, you see a head. A pretty nice looking head, but just a head. Now, what is in your head, or my head, or any human's head? Well, you say, well, the brain is in there. Can't prove it. Well, there's blood flow. Can't prove it. Well, there's neopeptides and neurons, and can't prove it. Well, say, well, I will take an X-ray. Well, here's the thing about instruments that we use as human beings. The instrument reflects the belief system of the instrument designer. So the instrument must reflect the belief system of the person who designs it. And since they believe in the egoic thought system, the instrument, no matter how you design it, will reflect that thought system. So let's take a look here. You can't prove anything is in there. Not directly. So let's us now take a look, open it up, and take a look at what's inside every person's head. And here we are. Here is the opening of the head. What is there? Energy. Energy is all there is. Where does the energy come from? The one mind, the one system that we talked about in the last video, consciousness. So here we have opened up the head, and inside we have energy, which is chaotic, which is quantum fields of interacting quantum states. Now, let's look at here the eyeball or the perception. Now let me break that down a little bit because it's very scientific and I want to be scientific now. Now you notice that I have on my very scientific lab coat as we talk about what the eye does. It's very scientific. If you look at the eye, which is looking at the energy, it's converting this energy into electro signals, electromagnetic signals in the optic nerve. Now, as you look at the optic nerve and you see that it is just data. Going down the optic nerve, as you're looking at this energy, there is no brain. There is no neurons. There is no blood flow. There are no puppy dogs. There are no cars. It's just data. Oh, how hard to recognize, because we are so sure that the eye tells us exactly what's here. It cannot and does not. All it does is absorb information and convert it to electromagnetic signals as data, and now pushes it, shoves it into the lens of perception. And the lens, as we've talked about in several videos, is a filtering system through your belief system. Now, how do you develop your belief system? This is how you do it in the egoic world. You are programmed in the egoic world, starting in the womb around second trimester. And then you are taking in information. And by age 3, before you will be aware of it, you will believe, you will know there is a brain in the brain. I mean, a brain in your head. So it is programmed. It's not there. See, you can't prove it. It is only a belief. Now let's look closely at this belief. It's reinforced by schooling. So by the time you go to kindergarten and you make little clay heads, you say, oh, there's a brain in there. So your belief system is reinforced that there's a brain in there. Your syntax, your language has to compensate for that. Now, compensate's the wrong word. Your language has to formulate itself into that belief. And to believe anything else, like there's no brain here, the language doesn't make sense. You say even now, well, I know there's a brain in there. Well, how do you know it? Well, I got my scientific coat on. I got scientific evidence here. I got schooling that reinforces it. Reinforces a brain is in your head. Your medical and scientific communities tell you, and you believe them, there is a brain in your head. You go to college, maybe you become a doctor, a medical doctor, or maybe you become a psychologist, or maybe you become anything else. And your schooling will reinforce there's a brain in here. Now again, I'm going to say it again. You can't prove it. So college textbooks show you pictures of what a brain looks like and all of that. Now we just had a video not long ago, and I'll reference it, that says scientific evidence is a fantasy. Scientific evidence is a fantasy. It's based on what you believe, and you can't prove it. But you believe you can because everything in the egoic world tells you there is a brain in your head. Social media constructs language and shows you and talks in ways that you know there's a brain in the head. It's energy. There is no neurons. There is no peptides. There is no right and left hemispheres. There is nothing there but energy. And now you take that data in, you filter it through your belief system, which is very, very strong. You believe it. Now here, look down here. You will see what you believe. The truth, not important. What you believe is true. That's important. And that's where you're at. You believe it's true that there's a brain in here with a certain structure. Now here's a structure over here. See? You, as we pointed out in other videos, create from this data filtered through your belief system so that the output of your filter matches your belief. The output matches your belief. You cannot not, with your belief system, find a brain in your head. You will construct it just the way science has told you. It's there. You'll have two halves. It'll be lumpy on the outside. It will have blood flow. It'll have all kinds of stuff. They only have that in your construction because that's what you believe. Oh, this is quite a bit different. So when you construct that, now in here is the halves of the brain, the neurons, the peptides, the dendrites, the axons, all of the, and the chemistry, it's all here, as a construction based upon what you believe, not what is really there. And you say, well, this works real well. We find all kinds of stuff. That's true. It's a fantasy. But when you believe it, it's the truth for you. Now, what's the advantage of not believing it? Recognizing your construction is based upon your filtering system of your belief system. So you are curing, if you think about medical, if you are curing problems that you associate with this energy in here, if you recognize something that A Course in Miracles has said, and I mentioned it several times, the only thing that needs to be healed is the mind, because only the mind can be sick. Oh, now I didn't put that on, but I have another reference in A Course in Miracles. And here's what it is. And you'll see it up here. When you call upon a brother, or anyone, a friend, a sister, it is his body that you make appeal, because it's the body you're talking to. His true identity is hidden from you by what you believe he really is. And I mentioned this several times. You never, ever see me the way I am. You cannot see your world the way it is. You always see it through your interpretation based upon your belief system. And to recognize, very difficult. That's why I say some people, and you say, well, that guy's crazy. Everybody knows there's a brain in the head. There isn't. But your belief system makes it so. The belief system, your belief system, is the most powerful aspect of you. And it is related to the one mind of consciousness through quantum entanglement. Oh, you will see absolutely what you believe. Now here's the other part of it, also from A Course in Miracles. What you do not believe, you cannot see. If you do not believe there's only energy in here, if you don't believe that, you're not going to see it. If you believe there's a brain in there, you're going to create it. And you're going to project it right on top of this, and it'll fit it perfect. Why? Same energy, same data, same filtering system, same construction, projection, filtering, creation, projection. It's a feedback loop. This is an illusion we are in. And nothing is what you think it is. There is no brain in the head. There is energy. So when you render this over here, render that, and project it, you'll say there's a brain there. When you look away, it's just energy. When you look again, because of your belief system, there'll be a brain there. You look away, it's energy. You're the creator of your world. And what a fantastic job you do. Be good to yourself. And we'll look forward to seeing you next time, right here in this dynamic, moving place, so fantastic, the illusion that you can't see through yet. Bye now.
Waking up, it's gone. It leaves us feeling cold again. Picking up the stones our hands were made to feel. And moments like these, they show us what we've got when we ain't got a thing. We've got us. We've got